now if everybody survives this recession, trucking recession, I guess, that we're in and we're going to give it one heck of a shot to.
Might be noisy in your mic.
Yeah, don't be making noise.
A little crinkle of water. Yeah, so we're going into a trucking death spiral for a lot of the bad businesses. It's gonna bleed off the fat in a way.
Yeah, and it's happened. It's trucks that were $200,000 6 months ago are $30,000 now. I mean, it's crazy.
Have they really done that much of a swing already?
Oh yeah, like you couldn't buy a used truck a year ago. You couldn't even buy a used truck. 6 months ago, they were. Like that truck that I'm in right now, 6 months ago, I could have sold that truck for probably $300,000.
Man, do you think it's across the industry though? Because it's getting harder to get your CDL, getting harder to own a truck, getting harder to find repair shops for a truck. Like, is it just the whole thing is making it difficult?
I think a lot of that was we just had a big boom. You know, once stuff started getting made again after COVID. You know, there wasn't enough trucks out there. So companies were paying whatever you would have charged to haul it. They'd pay it. Like, I was getting $10 a mile to haul regular freight.
Oh, so you just name your price.
Yeah, name your price. Well, everybody caught on to that. Everybody that wanted to be an owner-operator become an owner-operator. And they were like reefer trailers. Reefer freight was the biggest thing. Like, that was the biggest.
Reefer?
Yeah, so a reefer trailer's it's got a unit on the front of it, and it keeps the trailer cool.
Okay.
It's like a refrigerated unit.
Oh, refrigerated. Yeah. Okay.
I call it reefer trailer.
No, I mean I'm just not. I don't know the slogan quite as well as you. So
I'll have you saying 10-4 by the time we're out of here.
Perfect.
So reefer trailers, a used reefer trailer that's $10,000 right now was $100,000 six months to a year ago.
That is the craziest price swing I've heard of anything.
Oh, it is
at all.
I couldn't believe. Like, I should have sold every truck that I owned.
Yeah.
And waited it out and started rebuying right now.
Yeah, you could have just sat on the beach somewhere for a year and just.
And I almost did.
Got your helicopter license and just hung out for a little bit, and then.
That was something I should have done. And all these people are ordering new trucks and at the crazy prices. Everybody's upside down in them right now. So you got people destroying them for insurance.
And their house payment. Level of trucks. So we're not talking like $50,000 GMC 1500s here. You know, this is home level cost.
Like a brand spanking new Peterbilt right now is $280,000. Like, I don't know if you've seen the blue trucks that like Bruce bought.
Yeah.
Okay, a truck like that, if you went and bought that today, you'd spend $280,000.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Off the showroom floor, 0 miles.
Yeah. And there was 2006 model trucks with 1 million miles on them that was selling for that a year ago.
Oh, man. Man, that's actually going to be a really crazy thing once the upside down loans. It's going to it's going to be a 2008 level housing market crash.
I can show you in my emails right now. I've probably got 100 trucks. So I do some repo and stuff on the side. And I've got, I bet you 100 emails right now of trucks that they can't find, that people just defaulted on. They're not paying their payments. I mean, they're so upside down in them. And the banks, too. I mean, they're in way over their heads. Yeah. They're like triple the money a truck's worth that they got it financed. So everybody thought this trucking boom was going to last.
Yeah.
And I kept telling everybody, I'm like, guys, this ain't going to last. There's no way. It can't. It cannot sustain like this. It can't keep going.
So now they're just trying to probably haul as much as possible to even, if you're trying to even hold on to your truck and just pay it off.
Just make a payment. Yeah.
Even though you're upside down on it, you just keep using it. It's like a house. You get upside down, but as long as you live there, you're good. But if people are like, well, I can't even afford to make the payments anymore, then you just have to park the thing in the woods somewhere and hope that they don't find it.
Yeah.
Or let them find it and you kind of go into the wind, you know, file bankruptcy and call it a day.
My biggest question is what's the banks going to do? Like, you know, they've got to be so upside down in these things, you know.
Is there you would know, so is there a bank that is the go-to financer?
So in the trucking world, you got certain people that finance trucks.
Yeah.
You don't just go into a regular bank to get a truck and
Exactly.
loan. They just laugh at you. They're like, yeah, right.
But they probably work for a big bank.
Yeah.
Like it's probably like
Oh, yeah.
random name, but under J.P. Morgan Chase.
Yeah.
Something like that. So they're going to take a brunt of this bubble that's probably already popped. Mm-hmm. If it hasn't,
I'd say it's
already.
real close to, if it probably has popped, yes. And so it's going to get bad. It is.
You were talking about anxiety, and now you're giving me it because
right.
I don't think people realize how much of our world runs on freaking truck drivers.
Everything is transported on anything in this room right now. I guarantee you is transported.
Go
in a
look
truck.
at your Publix and watch all your groceries show up 24/7.
And I get a lot of the hate I'm getting on YouTube right now is, like I'm just got a new shop and all that, and just building a truck, a motor in my truck that was $70,000 build, and everybody's like, how are you doing that? I've got people messaging me like, hey,
Like other truck owner operators.
like how are you buying this stuff? How are you maintaining? How are you continuing on?
Yeah.
This is the hardest it's ever been for me in 39 years. And I'm like, and I'm getting it every day, and which I pull specialty stuff. I kind of structured my business to be poor. I grew up poor and I started poor, and I don't want to ever have to tell my wife she can't buy groceries again. I don't ever want to have to any of that. And that's what I work for is my family. And so my goal was to set my company up to where if this happens, I can always run my one truck.
Yeah.
I've got customers like Garrett and other people on YouTube. And so that's what I've done for the last 2 years is set my business up to be able to maintain, to pay the bills, to where I don't have to lose everything. And I've tried to preach that on YouTube. You can go back and watch my videos for the last year, and I've said it 100 times. Don't go finance trucks. Don't finance trailers. Buy a cheap truck, something you can work on. And these trucks that I run are like the LSs of trucks.